You know, they say every smile hides a story. But mine hides a storm you'd never guess. I carried a secret pain for years, and today, I'm finally ready to tell it. Before we dive in, make sure you hit subscribe, because here, every story I share comes straight from the heart. I grew up in a small town in Virginia, where everyone knew everyone, and life looked simple from the outside. To most people, I was the cheerful girl, always smiling, always helping others, the one who seemed to have it all figured out. But the truth was far from it. My name is Alara, and what I'm about to share is something I've kept buried deep inside me for so long that even speaking these words feels like breaking chains around my heart. It all started when I was 16. That's the age when most girls dream about their future, about college, love, or freedom. But for me, 16 was the age when my whole world started to crumble. My father, who was once my hero, lost his job, and with it he lost himself too. He became distant, angry, and sometimes his silence was scarier than his words. I used to sit by the window at night, hugging my knees, wondering what had happened to the man who used to tuck me in with bedtime stories. My mom, on the other hand, tried to hold the family together, but the weight was too much. She worked double shifts, came home exhausted, and yet still managed to ask me if I'd eaten. I always said yes, even on nights when I hadn't, because the last thing I wanted was to add to her burden. That was my first taste of secret pain, smiling while my stomach ached and my heart felt empty. At school, things weren't any better. People thought I had it easy because I still dressed decently and got good grades. But nobody knew the truth, that the sweater I wore had been the same for 3 winters. Or that I studied late into the night not because I was ambitious, but because sleep just wouldn't come when your parents fought in the next room. Have you ever smiled at friends while hiding tears that burned your eyes just minutes before? That was me, every single day. And then there was Noah. He was the one person who saw through my fake smile. He used to say, "Alara, your eyes tell the truth your lips never do." He became my safe place, my escape. But as life would have it, even that wasn't meant to last. His family moved to another state, and suddenly, the only person who truly saw me was gone. I still remember the last hug we shared. It felt like holding on to a lifeline that was slipping through my fingers. Do you know that feeling of losing someone who understood you without words? That's when the silence in my heart grew louder. As years passed, I learned how to wear my mask better. I laughed louder. I acted stronger. I became the girl everyone thought was unshakable. But inside, I carried the weight of loneliness, fear, and unspoken pain. People would say, "You're so lucky, Alara. You're so strong." And I wanted to scream, "No, I'm not. I'm just breaking quietly where no one can see." There was one night, though, that changed everything. I was in my college dorm, sitting by the window, staring at the city lights, and suddenly all the memories hit me. My dad's silence, my mom's tired smile, Noah's last hug, the nights of hunger, the hidden tears. And for the first time in years, I allowed myself to cry without holding back. I cried until my pillow was soaked, until my chest ached. until I felt like I had nothing left inside me. But strangely, when the tears stopped, I felt a little lighter, as if finally, the secret pain wasn't just mine anymore. I started writing after that night. At first, it was just for me, scribbles in a notebook, words that didn't always make sense. But then I shared one piece with a close friend, and she looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "Alara, this is my story too." And that's when it hit me. Maybe I wasn't as alone as I thought. Maybe the secret pain I carried could actually become a bridge to others who felt the same way. So here I am today, telling you my story, not because I want pity, but because I know that someone out there is hiding behind their own smile, carrying their own secret storm. And if that's you, I want you to hear me clearly. You are not alone. Your pain does not define you, and your silence does not erase your worth. My journey is still ongoing. My dad eventually found work again, though he was never the same. My mom is still the strongest woman I know, and sometimes when I visit her, I still see the exhaustion in her eyes. As for Noah, we lost touch, but a part of me will always carry his words. The reminder that my eyes will always tell the truth my lips cannot. This is my secret pain, the one I carried for years, the one that shaped me, broke me, and yet somehow made me stronger. And if sharing it means even one person feels a little less alone, then maybe, just maybe, it was worth it.